What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. Today, my friends, we're back here for another Sunday review. All the trades for the week on SPY, as well as some of the swing trades we had, and also going to break down a day trading strategy on Tesla that we did on Friday. So happy to be with you on Sunday here. Thank you for giving me your time. Why don't you go ahead and hit me with a 1 if you can hear me all right, and let's step right into the war zone. So let's do our shout outs and we'll get right into it. Fresh Mana, what's going on? PA, Amor, Call it Dell, what's going on? Trading Wars Army, Henny, KJ, Brendan, Gary, Dr. D, Gus, Hater, Stock Hunts, Briggs, Anthony, Greg, Trading Wars Army, Corey, Dan, Jan, Trading Wars Army, Dex, STK, Isaiah, Anthony, Reggie, Eric, Trading Wars Army, what's going on, brother? J Villa, Simone, Trading Wars Army, Henny, and Matt, what's going on? Good to see you guys. David, Trading Wars Army, what's going on, brother? All right, so we're all good. All can hear me. All right. So let's start off with MU. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to break down how we do these swing trades. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the replay on MU. Okay. So last week on MU for the Trading Wars Army. So right, anybody in the Trading Wars Army, I sent this out 8 days ago. This was the MU Holy Grail weekly swing trade setup, long above 56.61 with the 60 calls 1 to 2 weeks out. So let me go ahead and just show you how we execute these swing trades for anybody that's interested. Basically, guys, with these swing trades, I'll go ahead and just set this long trigger here. We're looking for patterns on the weekly chart. So you could see that last week when I posted this trade, we had a holy grail. So a holy grail is an outside followed by an inside bar. It's when the indicators highlight yellow. And as you can see, the past two holy grails worked extremely well on MU, and we're looking to repeat the same thing. Okay, so you can see right here, I'll go to the daily chart so we could see it a little bit better. The green line is where we're looking to enter. Boom. So there we go. On Monday, we break through a little bit of sideways consolidation, and then we explode up near the end of the week, guys. So it did take a little bit of heat, and then we gapped up and just exploded. And with swing trades, that's how I like to trade them. I like to trade them as lotto. So here we go, guys. The 60 calls are up over 100% return already on MU. And this was a really, really nice swing trade. So anybody in the Trading Wars Army got this swing trade last week, and this week we are doing Apple. So Apple is the play for this week, and we are using this weekly inside bar on Apple. Okay, so if anyone is interested in joining the Trading Wars Army, all you have to do is go to the channel. Okay, so I'll copy and paste it for you guys if you guys are interested. One sec. Let me go ahead and pull that across. Trying to find my mouse. Here we go. So right here, guys, just click the join button. It's $3.99 for the first month, 20% off your first month of membership, courtesy of YouTube. So thank you, YouTube, for hooking us up. Let me go ahead and just link that. So if anybody's interested in swing trading, and this is we just focus on one swing trade a week, and we've had about a 70 to 80% win rate since we started this. It's probably about 7 or 8 trades. Pretty good. So hit me with a 2. Did you guys take advantage of MU? Did anybody take advantage of it with me? Really, really nice trade. This is what we look for on the weekly chart. We look for these patterns to set up. The Holy Grail is one of my favorite patterns. It's a rare pattern, and you could see on MU that it's respected very, very strongly. Okay, you could even see back in March of 2021. So really, really nice. So I see a lot of 2s coming in the chat. That's good. All right, so next week we're going to try Apple with this MU play. If you did take calls and you did about a month's out, you'll still be able to hold them possibly into earnings, depending on how long you got expiry. But this could become a huge, huge play. I love trading MU. I've been trading MU for years and years and years. They really like to respect these inside bars, these holy grail patterns. So just go ahead and make sure you follow the patterns when you're doing swing trading. They're very, very important. Okay. So let's move on now. So like I said, Apple, that's the one for next week. And join the army if you guys are interested on that one. Let's get straight into the recap for SPY. So, all right. So I am losing my voice a little bit. So I keep muting myself because I am coughing. So I apologize, guys. I've been dealing with this for a while now, but I got some tea in my hand. So hopefully you guys have some hot tea with you. Cheers. And then let's get right into it. Let me take a sip. All right, there we go. Okay, so you're going to see this week, guys, that Thursday and Friday for SPY were our best days. Friday was the home run day that we made a lot of money on SPY. You could see 83 points, $4,150. And every week, I always tell you guys the same thing. Friday is where there's a lot of opportunity, Lotto Friday, very volatile, and there's always good opportunities, right? So on Fridays, I'm not surprised that that was our biggest day this week. And if you only had to trade one day a week, guys, I would definitely do Friday because it just has that much volatility. And that volatility is what we want as day traders to make the most money. Okay. Okay. So, first thing, what we're going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and hit the replay right there. And I'm going to draw my high and my low. So, here's the low. So, go ahead here. Here's our low. And we'll copy paste that and draw our high. Okay. All right, so this is Friday's price. What is this thing going sideways? What the hell? The hell? That thing just went sideways on me. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's our high. All right, so here we go. There's our low, our high. We're going into Friday. So let's play the first candle. First candle right here, guys. Am I on the right date? No, I'm on Thursday. That's why. It's like this thing looks weird to me. Friday is Friday is right there. Okay, so let me go ahead and hit that replay again. Sorry about that, guys. All right, I had the wrong one. All right, so let's go right here. First candle comes in, first 3-minute bar. Gonna hit play. Boom. All right. So the first candle we had on the day, guys, was this 3-minute opening range breakout setup. So if you notice here, the high of this candle and the open of this first 3-minute bar was above the previous day's high. Okay. So right off the bat, when we're opening above the previous day's high, so you could see that here's the low, here's the high, and because of this, there's a few things that go on with the market from a psychological perspective. So, what's one of the things? Okay, so just think about this. So, if you were long on Thursday at any point, okay, if you were long on Thursday at any point and we gapped up, would you be happy or would you be sad? So, hit me with a one if happy, hit me with a two if sad. So obviously, if you were holding long and then on Friday we gap up, you're going to be up money. So some of the things we see generally on Fridays is profit taking. The reason why there's a lot of profit taking that happens on Friday is because on Friday the institutions and the retail have to make a decision if they're going to hold over the weekend. And a lot of people don't want to take the risk of holding over the weekend. Why? Because over the weekend anything can happen. There could be news, there could be the market could be like when we had COVID, right? Where the market was just circuit breakers hit and then you can't trade. A lot of these things can happen on Friday going into the weekend. And then on Saturday or Sunday, you can get news. During the COVID time, you would always get the news on a Sunday or on a Saturday, right? So basically, you had no way of protecting yourself. And because of things like that happens in the stock market, a lot of the times you see on Friday, people want to take some profits, especially if they've been swing trading all week. So one of the strategies that I like to do, as long as we're opening in a good spot and then you can see we're above the previous day's high, is take the opening range breakout. Okay, so that's one of my go-to strategies. So how do we do the opening range breakout? So very simple. You let the first 3-minute bar close. Okay, it could be the 5 or the 15 as well. I personally like the 3-minute, okay, because it's quick. So we'll go ahead, we'll draw the high of the first 3-minute bar and we'll draw the low of the first 3-minute bar right there. Okay, so what we do from here is if it breaks the high, we'll go long. If it breaks the low, we'll go short. So we are reacting to the price action. We don't care if it goes long or short. We're not here to make the judgment. We're just here to take the setup. That's what I love about the opening range breakout as well. All right, so here's our opening range breakout. First candle comes in. So right here, guys, we broke our low. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll take the Fibonacci and I'll put it on this candle from the high to the low. And you'll see why this is important. Okay, so we broke our low right there. As soon as we broke this low, I went ahead and entered short and I moved my stop loss right above this candle. Because if this setup is going to work, this high should not break based on the candlestick patterns that I'm seeing. Okay. And let me just go ahead to the live commentary. I just want to show you the live call out. So right here, the orb and trigger might collide today. 1 minute to ready. I'm going for the orb over the trigger today, my friends. Let's get ready. So we went short at 9. So at 9. 9:36. Okay, so 9:36 is when we got filled short, and then we hit our targets. Let me show you how. All right, so the first target that we have is the 272 extension, and then the next target that we have is the 50% extension right here. Those are our two main targets. And what I did, guys, is once we came down here and we broke through this 272 and hit the 50, I automatically put the stop loss to break even, because on Fridays, even though you can make a lot of money quickly, you could also give it all back. So I love to take profits. And I think I played this orb really, really well, because we got the short, and like I said, I immediately moved my stop loss for protection. And then once we hit these two targets, I went to break even. Okay. And then right after this, guys, you could see we pushed through, and then we came right back up. So it's so important to lock in profits. So I hope that illustrates the importance of locking in profits, because we were able to capture 8 points on the orb. But if you don't lock in profits, or if you don't move your stop loss, then it can come back and you can lose all of those profits. Okay. So hit me with the two if that makes sense. And I know a lot of people struggle with that. That's why whenever I do the orb, I have a systematic approach. I use the Fibonacci's to use as my targets. They're very, very important. I always try to leave runners on as well in case the market wants to keep going. I'll be in the trade and I won't have FOMO. And I always try to get to break even whenever possible, because that will protect me from any pullbacks that go against my trade. Very important, guys. You need to take profits. Nobody went broke taking profits. Okay. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. All right. Taking profits is the most important thing. Okay. So I'm going to swap over to the 5-minute chart right there. So that covers our opening range breakout. That was our first little trade of the day. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's continue now. Let's move on. Okay. So right after the opening range breakout, guys, we went right into the morning leg Fibonacci. Okay, so the morning leg Fibonacci right there. So what we do, we take our Fibonacci from our high to our low. Okay, so right there. So we'll take our Fibonacci high to low like this. And then you'll see all week long is the morning leg Fibonacci was just loser. Literally every single morning leg Fibonacci this week was a loser. Every single one. And that is rare. Okay. But I want to show you guys, I want to be transparent that sometimes it's not going to work. But I want to show you also what's the potential. You keep trading, you keep following the system. There's always another Fibonacci leg. Okay. So the first morning leg right here, I'll go ahead and I'll draw up our fib. So let's go ahead and put it on the basic. So you could see our 618 short was right here, and then we blew right through on the next candle. Okay. So unfortunately, opening range breakout plus 8 points, morning leg minus 5 points right off the bat. Okay. But from there, we took our anchor and we swapped it around. So we went from low to high, because once we made a new high here, pretty confident that that's a bullish algorithm. So we swapped the Fibonacci going for the bullish side now. And then you could see we came down here, guys. We tagged our 618, almost got stopped out. So you could see, guys, look at this candle here. You see that wick? This was a huge algorithm wick. So let me go ahead and draw that rectangle right for you guys right there. Huge algorithm wick right there. Almost got stopped out. Very, very close. You can see here's the low. Almost got stopped out. And then we turned around, guys, and we popped and we made a new high. Really, really, really nice. Okay, so that's why you got to have a system, follow the rules. And then from there, we had our afternoon leg. So our afternoon leg is taking the full low to high like this. And then from here, came back down. We tagged our 618 in the afternoon. We put in a beautiful outside bar. And then we took a little bit of heat on this trade, guys. But as the day went on, we just squeezed right through into the close. Really, really nice. Okay. So that was a beautiful Friday. And this is just the power of trusting your stop losses and understanding when to switch your direction in the fib. So once this short Fibonacci was stopped out, we immediately went to the long side and looked for the long Fibonacci's. Okay, so orb 8 points, morning leg minus 5 points, sequence leg, which was from over here, and the afternoon leg, which was from over here, both went for 40 points each, guys. All right. So 40 plus 40 plus 8 minus 5, 83 points, $4,150 in potential gains on the day. Really, really good. So that is a Lotto Friday. That's a good one that we love to see. Friday, make as much as we can. Really, really nice. Okay. So I'm also just going to go ahead and show you the Fibonacci setups that we drew. So there, this was the Friday, the afternoon leg that we drew up together. You can see right here, we drew the leg up way in advance. And then we also had this morning leg setup. This one was the one that was a loser. Okay. So I just want to show you guys all the legs that we draw up in real time here. This is when we swap to the bullish side. And then this was the afternoon. So really, really nice. Hit me with a 10 if that made sense. And like I mentioned last time, what I want to do with you guys is if we get enough support, I want to go ahead and do a case study. I want to investigate the last 10 Fridays and I want to show you guys all the setups, the strategies, and the power of trading on Fridays and why Lotto Friday is so strong. So if you guys like that idea, you want to do a case study with me together. I used to do case studies all the time when I was doing my CPA. We used to do case studies about this company, that company, blah, blah, blah. But why don't we do a case study about something that's actually going to be beneficial to our life? You know what I mean? Like trading in the stock market where we could make money. All right, guys. So go ahead and just hit the subscribe button and hit me with a like if you want me to do that Lotto Friday seminar. Okay. And we're going to do basically like 10 Fridays. We'll go back. We'll do a case study together. We'll talk about the opportunities. We'll also talk about the differences on what we see on Friday throughout the week. I've been trying every single thing for this cough, guys. Like literally everything under the sun. Everything, honey, turmeric, ginger, um, black pepper, cardio. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I should be healed by now. Anyways, let's continue. Okay, so we will go to Thursday now. Hit the replay. So I got to speed it up because we're already 17 minutes in. I just feel like I love to teach you guys, and sometimes I overdo it. I just take too long. It's not efficient. It's not efficient. All right. Okay. So here we go. So there is our Thursday's high and our Thursday's low right over there. So let me just put these in the corner. Okay. So where is the right day? Do I have the right one here? Okay, here it goes. Right there. And just move these to the corner. All right. So let's begin. First 3-minute bar. Boom. Comes in. You can see massive gap up. Okay. Massive gap up again. Here was the high and the low of Wednesday. So you guys know one of the strategies I love to do, like we just did, is the opening range breakout. Okay. So here we go. First candle comes in, that 3-minute. Same thing as last time. We're looking for either the high or the low to break. So I'm going to go ahead here. I'll put my Fibonacci on the candle as well. And let me go ahead and put it on the full. All right. Okay. So let's go right here. First bar comes in, same thing, guys. So we broke the low and we tagged the 272. And on Thursday, as soon as we tagged the 272, I put my stop loss to break even. I didn't even wait for the 50. As soon as we tagged the 272, I went to break even. And the reason is because I saw some other things in the pre-market. Just didn't feel comfortable with going for a bigger orb here. And you'll see if I had waited just a little bit longer, guys, I would have gotten the full push. But I think maybe I should have just followed the rules and followed the system and just stuck with it. But I did. I think I personally misplayed this opening range breakout on Thursday because as soon as we tagged the 272, I went to break even instead of waiting for all of these other targets. So that I think was my mistake. But nonetheless, I was still able to catch about 4 points, which was still something, still some gains. So let's go ahead till Thursday and I'll show you the live commentary from Thursday. So you can see right here, going to try the 3-minute orb, small size, 933 short, send the red, target 1. I'm going to break even now. No time to play with our food. I got 4 points on one contract, $200. So obviously, guys, if I look back at this, I wish I did hold it, but it is what it is. So let's move on. Okay. So right after that, we had the morning leg on the 50% retracement. So if I take our Fibonacci here from the high to the low like this. So actually, if we go down to the 3-minute chart, guys, we'll be able to see it a little bit better. Okay. So it's from these two candles right there. Okay. So let me just go ahead and put the basic back on and then put the 50% on as well. Yep. So right after that opening range breakout, we had this morning leg. So the morning leg was these first two candles, 1, 2, 6 minutes. We had a high and a low. We took our Fibonacci from our high to our low, and then you could see we pulled back to the 50. All right. So this week, I've noticed that we have been pulling back to the 50% a lot more than the 618, except for Friday. Friday was a clean 618, but throughout the week, we've seen a lot of 50. So that 50% retracement went for about 5 points. And then if we take the full morning leg here, so I'm just going to go ahead and take it from our low to our high right there. You'll see we blew right back through that. So again, same issue this week. The morning leg has been losing. So opening range breakout, 4 points. The 50%, this was a little bit of a micro leg. And then the full morning leg, minus 8 points. But thankfully, we had a beautiful afternoon leg, which I will show you guys right now. So again, once we broke the high right here, then we know it's time to swap our leg over to the bullish direction. Okay. So we take our fib again from our low to our high like this. And then all we're doing is as the anchors go higher, we go higher. Okay. And what we're doing is we're looking for the 618. So there we go. So in this situation, so I'm going to show you guys a lesson here. So if we touch the 50%, and we put in a candlestick formation, that's also a viable trading opportunity. I don't like to take the 50 by itself. Usually I like to see it touch the 50 2 times, or I want to have a candlestick confirmation. And the reason why I want to have a candlestick confirmation is because my risk can be a lot smaller. Okay. Instead of risking the low, I can risk the candle. So what candle did we have on the 50%? We had a outside bar. So instead of risking the low, we can go ahead and take this outside bar. So if you guys have the book, I'll just show you where that is. So right here under candlestick confirmation, page 48. Okay. So if we're on the 50, because the 50 is not a deep retracement, I want to see 2 touches, or I want to see a pattern, because with the pattern, I can risk just the pattern. Okay. So instead of risking this big move here, I just took this outside bar right here, guys. And let me just fast forward it. Right there, there's your outside bar, there's your entry, and this one was a home run trade straight into the close. So if you've seen the theme, morning choppy, afternoon legs, really good. So Thursday and Friday, massive afternoon legs. So we had a 40-point afternoon leg here, we had a 40-point afternoon leg on Friday. Okay, so that was 39 points. Let me just write this down before I forget. I deleted it by accident. So Friday was roughly 80 points, right? I think it was 83. We'll leave it at 80. Okay, so Thursday, summarize, orb 4 points, morning leg 50%. Not everybody would have taken that. If you didn't take this one, that's totally fine. I get it. The full morning leg minus 8 points, but this afternoon leg was a golden setup because we had the outside bar to give us that confirmation. All right, so that one, 39 points. Let's move that over there. Okay, hit me with the 8 if we're on track, everything making sense. So those are those 2 days. I'm going to speed up a little bit here, guys. Yeah, I'm going to speed up a little bit here. So let's go on to Wednesday now. So Wednesday, so we'll put this in the corner. Put our Fibonacci, put our high and our low like this. And then I'll hit the replay for Wednesday. So Wednesday was a frustrating day for me, to say the least. And the reason why it was frustrating is because the morning beat me up. I'm just gonna be honest. The morning beat me up. Eventually in the afternoon, we got a V trigger, which came back and saved the day. But it was definitely tough psychologically dealing with 3 losers. And it was tough psychologically for me when I'm not used to us having 3 losers in a row. Okay. But this was the type of week where random stuff happened. Morning legs stopped working, 3 losers in a row. But you'll see, with the power of following the system, you'll always be able to have a good shot to end the day profitable. All right. So let's go ahead. So we're going to go ahead here to Wednesday. So I'm going to go to my trigger trade. So our Wednesday trigger trade was for the 9th. So for the 9th is right here. So our short entry was 378.46. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw that up. 378.46 right there. So go ahead here, make this red. All right, so I'll show you why this was really frustrating for me. All right, where do we learn all these terminologies? Just go through the YouTube videos. We have playlists on all the strategies where you can learn the terminology, or you can go to my website and check out some information I have there. All right, so here we go. First candle comes in, guys, hovering right above our short trigger. Okay, so all my eyes was on this short trigger. I was looking for this short trigger to break and then to flush down. So you'll see right after this, guys, we didn't touch it until there. So we touch a short trigger, and literally the worst case scenario when we just squeeze right back up. Okay, so this is an example when the short trigger fails. So the good thing is once we broke this trigger, I put the stop loss at the high of this candle because I was saying if this short trigger is going to work, then this must flush. Okay, so we had the short trigger minus 7 points, and then you can also see here, um, if we take our Fibonacci high to low, that the morning leg failed, and then we go here low to high, the sequence leg failed. So we failed back to back. Short trigger minus 7 points, morning Fibonacci minus 7 points, sequence leg minus 5 points. So just loser, 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 loser. A little bit tough to deal with that, guys. But then later on, remember, keep your eyes on this red line. Okay, so the V trigger is when we re-enter the level. Okay, we re-enter the level after it's broken once. So usually the second or the third time that we break through the trigger, it's going to be a lot stronger. Okay, so here we go. So there's our second break right through. Okay, that takes us straight to the previous day's low. We pop up just for a little bit, guys, and then the party gets going right there. Okay, so there's the sell-off we were looking for. So we had the right idea. It just took a little bit of time, and sometimes that's what happens. I've just been noticing the morning has been extremely choppy. The afternoon has been giving great legs. So not only did this V trigger, this short went for about 30 points, but if you actually drew up this Fibonacci from high to low, we had the short Fibonacci that was the winner. And that also gave me confidence to take the V trigger as well. When the short when the anytime you see a Fibonacci lining up with the V trigger, the second attempt, that gives you more confidence because you know that not only are we going to trigger the price twice, but there's also a Fibonacci algorithm that's in the position as well. So that also gives us comfort. Okay, so if you did not take the V trigger on Wednesday, you would have ended up with a losing day. And that's okay, because you could see on Thursday and Friday we ended up coming back with a huge nice winner. Okay, so that's okay. And I just want to let you guys know, if you have to take a loser once or twice a week, you have to have losing days. That's a part of the game, because in any business there's going to be costs. And if you think you're going to win every single day, you're going to be in for a rude awakening, guys, because the market, that's how it is. On some days you get trapped. The key is, when you get trapped on those days, are you still alive to live and see another day? That's the key. Are you alive? And if you can keep the loser small, when you have big days like Thursday and Friday, you come back, you make way more money than you lose, 5, 10 times more money than you lose. And that is what the key in trading is. And if you do lose, accept losing. Everybody loses in trading at some point. Do not let those traders those losing trades become bag holding positions that blow up your account. Hit me with a 5 if that makes sense. Don't ever let a losing trade become something where you justify that you're going to average down, or you're going to hold it because you don't want to take that loss, because 90% of the time that will probably end up worse off, okay, than if you were to just follow the initial plan. And the other thing is, it builds bad habits. You don't want to have bad habits in trading. Trading is all about habits. If you have the wrong habits in this game, they will cost you a lot, because you don't have anybody that's going to sit there and hold your fingers and tell you, don't press the execution button. Okay, so habits are the most important thing. You have to trust yourself. Okay, trust yourself. If you can't trust yourself, then you have to work on that. That is very important. Okay. All right, so we'll move this over to the side. Now let's continue. Okay, so we're gonna do Tuesday and we're gonna do Monday. So there's our low, there's our high. Let's hit the replay for Tuesday now. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead here and hit the replay. All right, so let's go on to Tuesday real quick. So bring down our high right there. Let's go ahead and get our long trigger. So our trigger for Tuesday, which was, what day was that? The 8th, yes. So the 8th, our long was 380.07. So I'll go ahead and I'll draw that for you guys. All right. So horizontal line. What did I say here? 380.07, correct? 380.07. So go ahead right here. Boom. Put that in green. All right. So let's talk through this one, because this one could have been a little tricky. Okay. So here we go. First 3 minute candle opens up. It was a massive candle. All right. So generally, you guys see that I love to use the opening range breakout, right? I love to use the opening range breakout when we gap up. However, on this day, it's kind of rare, but the first candle was so huge, it was so volatile that it actually hit the trigger. So the green line was the trigger. So I'll take you back to the chat and I'll walk you through what I decided to do. So sometimes you have to choose between which setup you want to take. All right. So for me, I decided that I was going to take the trigger on this day because the opening range breakout, the candle was so big that I didn't think it was worth it for me to try to short that because I felt like I was chasing. All right. So you could see right here. We are very close to the long trigger. I will be using that today. No orb this morning. The candle is very large. Long trigger activated. So at 9:32, we got long on the long trigger. So you could see right after here, guys, we took a little bit of heat on the trade and then we popped up and we squeezed. Okay. So that was a really, really nice one. Full disclosure, on this day, again on Tuesday, I decided to cut the position early. Again, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Looking back, I don't know why. I think this first candle of the day made me double think if the long was going to work. I think that's what happened. But if I had just kept the trigger, it was an easy 25 points right over here. So, I just want to be transparent with you guys. I think I misplayed it. I definitely think I misplayed it. But anyways, that being said, for those that kept the trigger, I know a lot of you guys are full-time working jobs and you just set these triggers and leave them. So anybody that set the trigger and left it, you got a sweet 25 points. Okay. And then from there, this was the only day of the week where the afternoon leg did not work. So let's go ahead and draw it up together. Here's our low to our high right there. And then let's go ahead here. Let me just leave the 618 on. So this was the only day of the week where the afternoon leg failed. So I'll just show you how we do it. Keep moving up our anchors, move up our anchor like so. So you'll see we squeezed in the morning for a while, and then we had a big pullback. Oh, when are we gonna get to the pullback? There we go. So we start pulling back here, guys. We come down here, we tag our 618. You could see right here that the algorithm tried. Okay. So it did try. And that's the thing about the fibs. Even if you don't get a huge move, you'll definitely usually see some type of algorithm trying it, right? So you could see here was the big wick. The algorithm was trying it. And then right after that, guys, became a loser. So a little bit unfortunate on this one. So long trigger, 25 points, afternoon leg, minus 15 points, net 10 points, $500. For me, this Tuesday was a losing day because I did not take the full trigger. I only ended up basically flat, basically break even on the trigger. So Tuesday was a losing day for me. But I definitely feel like I could have played it a lot better on Tuesday. All right. So hit me with a 2 if that makes sense. We'll go on to Monday and we'll wrap this up. All right, so let me just move this over here. And then let's just do Monday. All right. Okay. All right. So we do Monday and we'll wrap this up. Boom. Okay. So here was our high. Here was our low going into Monday. Right there. First candle comes in. Boom. All right. So this candle opened within the range. Our long trigger was right around here. So what I decided to do on Monday, we got filled right at the open. And as soon as we turned around and went red, I closed the position right away. I didn't wait. And the reason is because at the open, if you hit that trigger and it doesn't turn, so you could see how it turned for a little bit. It went up slightly. As soon as the candle came back and turned around red, I just killed it because I knew that it could be a trap. Okay, so I'll just show you guys that commentary right there. Okay, so right here you can see be ready for the open. We might trigger, long trigger, target one, send the rockets. I said gonna give it a few candles. Max stop loss is 375.50. Let's be patient. And right here at 9:33, so within 3 minutes, I said I don't like the price action off the first candle here, guys. So I'm gonna close the position for a tiny loss right now instead of waiting for a bigger one. So that was just from reading the candlesticks, and you can do that as well. You seen that candle come right back up. As soon as it turned, I got out. And I also knew if I wanted to get back in, I could just wait for it to trigger again. So I didn't need to force that. Thankfully, I waited patiently. You could see we triggered here twice, and then we triggered here for the third time right here. And this is where we broke through finally. So it took a while, but we eventually got to the target. But that wasn't the highlight of the day. The play that I was able to capitalize on was the afternoon leg. So let me just show you guys that. All right. So the first Fibonacci play we had these two candles, high and low. So if I take our Fibonacci from our high to our low like this, you could see right here, I'm going to add the 50. We came right on the 50 and we had this inside bar. Okay. So that inside bar was our confirmation candle to take this 50% short. We broke the low, made a new low as the algo wants. And then when we pop right back up here, we were patient and we drew our afternoon leg low to high right here. We tagged our 618 right here, guys. And I was able to take that up for a quick 5 points. I took it from the 618 right back up for a 5 points. If you held it throughout the day, you would have gotten even more, like 15, 20 points. But I just scalped it from the 618 right back up. So ended off on Monday with a small winner. For me personally, I left some money on the table, definitely. I'm happy by Thursday and Friday that we had some easy trades that were able to, make the week perfect in terms of having a good gainer. But I will say it was frustrating. Okay, so let's tally it up here. Somebody help me tally this up. So I'm gonna take these two off. I'm not gonna count the gains on those 2 days because they were kind of hard, and I'm just gonna say that they offset each other. Made a little gain on Monday, a little loss on Tuesday. Let those offset each other. So we had these three: Friday, Thursday, and Wednesday. Can somebody add this up for me and help me out? 80 plus 50, so 130 points. 130 points times 50. What is that, guys? Somebody let me know in the chat. So 130 times 50. What is that? So $6,500. Thank you, Anthony and Todd. Yep. So that was the potential trading just one contract last week. Literally, guys, almost all of the gains came on Thursday and Friday. I personally saw a lot of people getting discouraged at the beginning of the week, but there's 5 trading days in the week. All right. Don't get emotionally attached to any one of the days. Every single day is a new opportunity for you to make money. If you come to this game with a positive mindset, guys, you will make money in the long run. If you're negative, there's a lot of people after one day where they lose, they give up. I'm done. Blah blah blah. I'm going back to trading Flojo and Mo and the Pennant, Hennett, and Senate. They're going back to trading those things. And just look how Fibonacci plays out on its own, guys. Look at these afternoon legs: 40 points, 30 points, huge winners on some of these afternoon legs. Just got to let the numbers play itself out. Don't let yourself get discouraged or burnt out. I've been doing this for a long time. Sometimes all of your gains are in the beginning of the week, sometimes all at the end of the week. Your job is to show up every single day. Even if you can't trade every single day, then you can set your triggers. You can do automation. I teach you guys all of these things. You can swing. There's so many ways to be a part of the market. It's just really up to you. Do you want to take control of that? Do you want to or not? If you don't want to, guys, then don't. You might as well just do some of the things like I do with my long-term portfolio, like buy Microsoft. You could see even in the Discord under these swing trades here, I give long-term plays that I did. So you could see Microsoft was a while back when we added at Microsoft around 240, 235. We added on Microsoft, and that's simple. right? You could literally just buy and hold and still make money if you play the game the right way. So let's go to Microsoft here. So you could see here, I'm going to go to the weekly, right? So we added on Microsoft on all of these fib levels, 50, 618, and look, a huge pop back already. So you can definitely just do that. So there's always a way to be involved. So what I want to do right now is, remember there's going to be a giveaway at the end, so please bear with me, guys. Let's do a few more things. I want to teach you Tesla day trade, and I also want to look at the futures market, and then we are going to just wrap this up. All right, are you ready, guys? Are you still okay? It's been 40 minutes and I'm sorry that I took so long, but I think I wanted to explain some things in detail. All right, hit me with the six. Are you ready to rock? Okay, we don't have to do the Tesla one, we could skip it. All right, if you guys just want to get to the end, I can definitely do that. All right, good. All right, let's do this. First thing, let's take a look at the futures market. So right now, you could see the futures market is open. Futures market opens Sunday at 6. This is an excellent way for people to get involved in the market if you want to get ahead of the game. So for example, if you want to get in a swing trade before the market is even open, you can do that. If you can't trade during the regular trading hours, you can do that as well. All right, so look, this was 6 o'clock we opened. What pattern is this? Anybody know? What pattern is this? This right here is the Nirvana pattern. So the Nirvana pattern, if you get any one of the books, you get the Nirvana pattern for life. All right. I just wanted to point that out here. We had a nice Nirvana. That went for a few points. Pretty good. Let's see how much points that went for. 5 points, guys. After hours, not bad. One contract, that's 250 bucks. But what I really wanted to show you guys was the power of these fibs. Watch this, okay? So this right here, obviously we could see this is an algo. Look at the size of this wick. We can tell there's an algorithm right there. So what do? We take our Fibonacci from our low to our high like this. Look how beautiful this is, guys. Comes right back down, right back down. Look at this. See that? Is that to the penny? Hold on. Let me put it on the exact levels. So the high was 39.89 and the low was 30 39.7950. The 618 is 39.83 and a quarter, and the low of this candle is 39.8375. Okay, so beautiful Fibonacci power, right? And whenever I'm doing futures, I always add a few ticks, especially if you're trading after hours. You need to add a few ticks, otherwise you're not going to get filled. But you could see, guys, the power of that fib right here. Let's go ahead and add the extension here. So let's look at the full picture right here. So look how beautiful this is, guys. This is something that I'm so fascinated to teach you this. I can't describe this. Okay, let me show you this. Watch now. Okay, pay attention. Okay, so we pull back to the 618. The algorithm takes it to the 618 extension and dumps it. Isn't that beautiful? You see that? That right there, my friends, this is happening right now, live, after hours in the Sunday futures market. Do you see how powerful the fib is? We pull back to the 618, we trade to the 618 extension, and we get dumped. See how beautiful that is? Hit me with a 10 if your mind is blown right there. That's beautiful, guys. And then what we could do now is we could take the full leg right here, and we already popped from the 618. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's like poetry. And that's why I love the fibs. I just really want to teach you guys the fibs, man. I really do. I'm in love with these Fibonacci's. So really nice. At some point, I will trade Sundays live. Okay. Once I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Maybe I'll just go in Discord and I'll trade live on Sundays. I have some plans for the future. Next year, I'm going to do a lot more things. I have a lot of plans. I want to do so many things for you guys next year. I want to trade live on futures after hours on Sundays. I want to do as much as I can. I don't care about winning or losing money. What I care about is the education part of it. And we learn, we get better, right? So maybe we learn together that it doesn't make sense to trade after hours because we don't make money. That's fine. But I want to do it with my money. Let me do it with my money. If I lose it, then you can learn from me. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I like to do. I like to research. I like to put my money and research different things. So I can be the guy that says, hey, I'll put $20,000 aside. Let's trade after hours, futures market, see if it makes sense. All right. So go ahead and hit me with a like, guys. Hit me with a like if you like that. I'm down to do that. I have no problem with doing that. Absolutely no problem. All right. All right. So let's go to Tesla. Tesla was the day trade of Friday that I really want to show you. So with Tesla, I'll just show you my gains. So on Friday, $502. Not not the huge $3,000-$4,000 that I like to make, but still something. All right. So let me go ahead and show you. So first of all, every Lotto Friday, every single day, I post picks for the next day. So Tesla, I post this on November 10th, and I said Tesla, I want to go long above 189.90, and I said this was my number one. Okay. This was my number one play. So if you're not following the Twitter, make sure you do, because I always make sure that everybody has an opportunity to learn from me, whether you're in the Discord or not. So 189.90. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that line down there, 189.90. That was our trigger. And then I'm going to hit the replay and I'm going to explain why I wanted to do that. So on Tesla, if we go to the daily chart, we had a holy grail. Remember on MU, we had the holy grail, right? Remember on MU, we had the holy grail. And on Tesla, we had the same pattern. And I love trading the holy grail pattern. So let me go ahead and give you guys my free indicators, right? Just go ahead and add this to your chart right now on Tradingview. And it's also in Trendspider, okay? If you have join the Trendspider affiliate, guys, you'll get all my scans and my indicators as well. But holy grail pattern, you guys know we love to trade those. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. So what does a holy grail look like on the 5-minute? Well, let's go ahead and let's draw it out. So the first pattern in a holy grail is an outside bar. So a big bar like that. So this is an outside bar. Let's make this box red, right? And then the second part of the holy grail is this tiny inside bar, which is inside of that outside bar, and this creates the holy grail. Hit me with a 2 if that makes sense. So whenever I see this pattern, we have a big box, small box. The price action starts to constrict. And when the price action constricts, I look for breakouts, because I know that anybody that traded on Thursday is probably in a trap situation, right? They're in a trap situation because they were looking for a move and the move didn't happen. So we come the next day and we take those trades in order to take advantage of them. I have Trendspider. How do I access your scanner? Just email hello@trendspider.com or DM them and just let them know you want to join the Trading Wars affiliate. It's for if you're already a member of Trendspider, they'll do it for you, no charge. All right, and they'll send you everything. All right, so let's go ahead here. So we have our big box, our small box. Are you ready? Okay, so first 5-minute bar, boom. So opens below. So remember, we're just watching that green line until we tag that green line. We're not going to enter the trade. Okay, so watch that green line. All right, so let's watch that green line. Green line, boom. There we go. There's our fill. There's our push up. Okay, so right here, guys, quick little gain if you were scalping it. However, if you want to get in on the second attempt here, we have our Fibonacci from low to high. Let's go ahead and put on the basic. Okay, so we're watching the 618. We come back down here, tag our 618. Actually, we tagged the 50. I remember here. So we tagged the 50, put in the outside bar, very similar to SPY, what we saw. So if you didn't take the first trigger, we had the 50% fib, and then we broke it again for the V trigger there, guys, and then boom, squeezed right into the close. So that's how you deal with the stock trades. Tesla, I told you guys, Lotto Friday, I was going to hit it, and it was a really, really nice trade. Had multiple opportunities to get in. Either you took that first entry here or you got back in on that 50 and then took it back up. The 50 obviously was the better entry because the premiums decayed a little bit. So it was even nicer if you took the 50 and we had that outside bar confluence. So really, really nice. All right. All right. Hit me with the 7 if that makes sense. So that's the stock trading strategy, guys. I always do the same thing. Big box, small box, trigger. Big box, small box, trigger. Add a fib in there if you want to get a pullback. Add a fib. Tesla respects the Fibonacci a lot. Any high volume stock, S&P 500, NASDAQ, IWM, a lot of the times it's algorithm Fibonacci driven. And that's why it's so important for me to teach you guys that, because I want you guys to have that in your toolkit in case you want to take some fib trades. All right. As always, guys, check me out, tradingwars.com. All right. If you're interested in signing up right now, you can get 30 days for free. Buy any one of my 3 books. Come trade with us live tomorrow. In the Discord, we go live every single day. You'll get my Nirvana and my golden indicators, the premium ones with alerts. You can send it to your phone, to your email, to your dog, to your cat. Doesn't matter. 30 days in the Discord, like I said. Yeah, so everything that I teach you guys is in my book. And if you get some value from me, guys, and you want to support, and you also want to come and join the Discord, this is the best way to do it. Or you can sign up right here on the main page as well. If you don't want to do the books, that's totally fine. All right, so what we're going to do here now is we're going to do a giveaway, and then we're going to wrap up the stream. All right, and just a reminder, anybody that's looking for the Apple swing trade, just go ahead and click the join button if you want to join the Trading Wars army, and the Apple trade is already posted. All right, so what I'm going to do now, let's go ahead and do a giveaway. So one of our really hot videos was this one right here. Top 3 lotto options and future stock trading strategies. This is the one I did on Thursday. And if anybody watched this video on Thursday and applied the strategies on the lotto Friday, they would have made a lot of money. So because that video did really well, I want you guys, anyone that commented on this video is going to have a chance to win the giveaway. So I'm going to copy and paste it in here right now. All you got to do is go ahead and leave a comment on that video. So I'll give it like a few minutes, and then I will pick a winner. All right, so we'll give it like 2 minutes, and then we'll take a winner from there. Yeah, with this cough, definitely think I haven't probably been, what's it called, getting enough sleep and all that stuff. So I have to make a better effort to take care of my health. Definitely need to, and I'm going to. So, stock market is a lot of pressure, and it's even harder when you have people that look to you to, to lead the way sometimes. So sometimes your health gets in the back burner, but that's not an excuse. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I do that. So I appreciate, the reason I'm saying that, I appreciate all the comments that you guys left in the chat about how to help me out here with the cough. I saw all the comments, so thank you very much. Definitely think of you guys like family, and I treat you guys like family, because you guys know that I don't hold back. I don't hold back on what I teach. I don't. There's nothing, there's no, oh, guess what, guys? If you pay me $5,000, then I'm going to show you the secret moving average, right? I don't do that stuff to you guys. I never have and never will, because I think of you guys like family. All right, so let's go right here. See where we're at right now. 67 comments. All right, so let me go ahead and bring the random number generator out. Okay. So 1 to 67. Let's go. 32. All right, right in the middle somewhere. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2. Did I say 32 or 36? 32. All right, so right here. Justina, I know you, Justina. You know me well. Thank you so much for your support. You've been a member of the Army for a very long time. So thank you for always commenting. Thank you for being a positive person in Trading Wars community. And I'm really happy that you did win. And guys, if you didn't win, don't worry. We do these giveaways every single Sunday. Sometimes I do multiple throughout the week. So make sure you guys follow along and leave comments. You'll always have a chance to win the giveaway. All right. So Justina, just go ahead, DM me. I'll take care of you. Whatever you need, a book, 1 month for free. If you're already a member of the Discord, I'll give you a refund for your last month's payment. Whatever you need. Justina, thank you so much for the support. All right, guys, that's it, man. Thank you guys for being here. And let's go ahead and hopefully this week starts off a little bit faster and quicker. I want to make the money quicker this week than waiting until Thursday, Friday, just because there is Thanksgiving coming up. And, at some point the market's going to slow down going into the holiday season, December, etc. So we don't really have that much good weeks left before the volume starts to slow down, and that's something we need to take into consideration. All right, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I appreciate you, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care.